My greetings to everyone. I am Professor Namita Rajput, Professor in Department of Commerce, Sri Aurobindo College, University of Delhi. Today we are going to start with a new series called Entrepreneurship and Venture Planning. This is a discipline course in Delhi University. So let's start with the course with the concept and nature. Now let's have some introduction about it. Development is a physical state of mind in which the society combines the social, economic and institutional process to secure the means for a better life. The indicators of a better life includes the basic goods, that is food, shelter, clothing, etc. The jobs, education, improved humanist values, economic independence, etc. Now the process of development is initiated when people have need for achievement, which is exploited through the entrepreneurial potential. Now this transforms the economic thinking and leads to the economic development. Carrying out new combinations of productive factors is called enterprise, and the person who carries out this combination is known as entrepreneur. It is the act of introducing something new. The goods and services, technology, distribution system, organization structure, the entrepreneur is able to conceptualize an idea and apply the environmental forces in converting that idea into reality. The enterprise promotes the economic development through effective combination of productive factors. This is the essence and is the concept of entrepreneurship. The introduction of computer, for example, has developed not only the hardware and the software industry related to computers, but has also significantly empowered the other sectors also like banking, insurance, railways, multinational corporations, medicine and engineering. Education, transportation, etc. are also being enhanced and strengthened. No sector today is without computerization. The entrepreneurial skills thus capitalize the market opportunities and create a wealth leading to technical, managerial, commercial and financial growth of the economy. Now let's see the meaning of an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is derived from the French word entreprendre, which means to undertake in the beginning. The word meant an individual who takes up the large projects. He used the material provided to him in the projects and did not assume any risk. And by the 17th century, the term entrepreneur referred to mean the individuals who entered into contractual agreements to sell the goods and services at the fixed prices. In the 18th century, the term included the individuals who invest the capital in the business rather than using the capital provided by others. So today the term entrepreneur refers to an individual who creates a new enterprise. Now, the entrepreneur is the one who engages in entrepreneurship. He assembles the resources, that is capital, labor and other inputs to carry out a venture and assumes the risk for the success or the failure of that venture. He tries the new combinations of different productive services, resources and explores the unexplored part and also the unexplored technologies. The entrepreneur are the organizers of an economic venture and they own and manage and assume its risk. He is an individual or a group of persons who start a new enterprise by assembling various factors of production and bears the risk of running the enterprise. An entrepreneur is an important agent of the production who gets together the other factors of production, that is land, labor, capital. He is the economic agent who unites all the means of production that is the labor capital, and he finds the value of the products which results from their employment, reconstitution of the capital that he utilizes, the interest and the rent which he pays, as well as the profit belonging to himself. This was the definition given by J.B. Say. Let's have another definition from a very famous author, Schumpeter. The entrepreneur is one who innovates and introduces something new in the economy. So, Schumpeter actually centers on the introduction of the innovative and the newness of the product in an economy. He assembles the resources, that is land, capital, and starts a business. He pays the factors of production out of the revenue and retains the profit with himself. He also tries the new combination of resources through innovation and inventions to promote his business and also the profit. So, thus, from the various definitions we have discussed, so let's summarize the meaning of an entrepreneur. He is a risk seeker who assembles the factors of production at a very specific price to set up the business and sell the goods at a price in the future, which is not completely calculated. He is a visionary who envisions the future for the organization. He also launches a new business and the plan and organizes and directs and controls it. And also to grow into a large business house through courage, zeal, confidence and resilience. A rational decision maker who weighs the cost and the benefits of the various alternatives with respect to the type and the size of the business to be set up, the market to be catered, the sources of finance, the growth strategies, etc., and also arrives at the most practical decisions. The entrepreneurship is the process of starting, managing, and growing a business. It involves the turning ideas into reality, organizing the resources, and taking the risk to earn a profit. Entrepreneurs are the individuals or the group who create the business by bringing together people, money, and other necessary resources to meet the customer needs. Now, let's explore further the concept of entrepreneurship. What does entrepreneurship involve? The first and the foremost feature of the entrepreneurship is creativity and innovation. Entrepreneurs think of the new ideas, products, or services. They find a better ways to do the things or improve the existing products. The second is planning and organizing. So, before starting a business, entrepreneurs make a very effective plan. They decide what to sell, how to get the customers, and how to manage the money. The third important feature of entrepreneurship is managing the business. Entrepreneur ensures everything runs very smoothly. They hire and manage the employees, they oversee the production, and they handle the finances. Taking the risk. Starting a business involves uncertainty because the success is not guaranteed. The entrepreneurs take a very calculated risk, meaning that they prepare for the challenges and they try to reduce the failures. The teamwork and collaboration. No single person has all the skills needed to run a business. Entrepreneurs often work in the teams, bringing together different talents like marketing, finance, and also the operations. Now, there's a question which wrecks our mind, that why is entrepreneurship important to us? It is important because it is a vital thing for the economy as it creates the jobs. The new business hires people, reducing the unemployment, drives the innovations. The entrepreneur introduces the new products and services. They also boost the economy, that is, the business contribute to the national growth by generating the income and increasing the trade. So we can say that entrepreneurship is about bringing the ideas to the life, managing the resources, and also taking the calculated risk to build a very successful business. So it's a very, very dynamic process that requires the creativity, planning, teamwork, and also the determination. So by continuously improving and adapting, the entrepreneur helps shape a better economy and also the society. Now coming on to who is an intrapreneur and intrapreneur innovation within an organization. An intrapreneur is an employee who acts like an entrepreneur, but he functions within the company. So instead of starting their own business, they develop the new ideas, new products, new services, new processes inside an existing organization. So their focus is on innovation and creativity to help the company grow further. Now, according to Gordon, intrapreneurs are the dreamers who turn the ideas into the profitable realities. They take the responsibility for bringing the innovation to the life, but only within the organization. While if you talk about the entrepreneurs build the business from the scratch, whereas intrapreneurs, they drive the growth within the company. They help the organizations expand by introducing the new products, services, or improvement. So, intrapreneurship is the re-emergence of the entrepreneurship within the large companies. It means understanding the need for innovation and making it happen at all levels of organization. Now, how intrapreneurs work? They come up with the new ideas, they take the initiative to implement them, they find the ways to make the company more successful by improving the products, services, or the process. They take the calculated risk but operate within the company's structure and also the resources. Why intrapreneurs are important? They keep the companies competitive by bringing the fresh ideas. They also help the business adapt to change and also to grow. They also reduce the risk because they use the company's resources instead of investing their own money. So the entire game is of the company, by the company, for the company, by the intrapreneurs. There is no money which is invested by the intrapreneurs on their own. It is the company's resources that they take the leverage of taking the risk, innovating, growing the company, and also introducing something innovative and new. Let's take some examples of intrapreneurship. A company employee develops a new product line that becomes a big success. A team member finds a better way to streamline a process, saying the company's time and money will be saved. And also an employee suggests for a company that a new service that attracts more customers and increases the profit. So we can say about the intrapreneurs that intrapreneurs are innovators within a company. They play a very vital role in driving the progress and helping the business succeed. So by thinking creativity and taking initiative, they bring some positive changes while working inside an organization. Now let's say and take some good example as far as the nature of entrepreneurship is concerned. Entrepreneurship serves as a key driver of economic development by fostering innovation, job creation, and resource optimization. Now, we will be discussing the features on the nature of entrepreneurship with suitable, relatable examples. The first point relating to nature of entrepreneurship is regular knowledge updates on entrepreneurial promotion. Entrepreneurship is a dynamic field that requires a continuous learning and adaptation. Entrepreneurs must stay updated with the market trends, technological advancements, and regulatory changes. For example, Jeff Bezos continuously expanded Amazon's business model by incorporating the artificial intelligence driven customer insights, leading to innovations like Alexa and AWS. Now, coming on to the development of entrepreneurial skills and capabilities. Entrepreneurship involves identifying the latent entrepreneurial traits like risk taking ability, leadership, problem solving skills. Let's take an example of Elon Musk. He demonstrated his capabilities to take the risk and solve the complex engineering problems in Tesla and SpaceX by investing heavily in research and development. The third important feature, as far as the nature of entrepreneurship is concerned, is coordination of resources and activities. An entrepreneur efficiently manages the resources such as capital, labor, raw material to ensure the smooth business operations. Let's take an example of Indra Nooyi, a CEO of PepsiCo. She streamlined the operations and diversified the company's product portfolio by investing in healthier beverage and the snack options. The next is promotes the economic development and employment generation. Entrepreneurship leads to industrial growth which generates the employment opportunities and contribute to GDP. Let's take an example. Flipkart, founded by Sachin and Binny Bansal, transformed India's e-commerce landscape, generating thousands of jobs in the logistics, warehousing, and retail. Entrepreneurs are created, they are not born. Entrepreneurship can be nurtured through the training, exposure, which is seen in the various entrepreneurship development programs, and we call it as EDPs. Like, for example, the Startup India initiative provides the mentorship funding, the skill development to foster the entrepreneurial growth in India. Entrepreneurship is linked to innovation. Innovation in product development, production methods, marketing, and financial structuring is a hallmark of entrepreneurship. Let's take an example. Steve Jobs revolutionized the mobile industry with iPhone by introducing a user-friendly touchscreen interface and integrated ecosystem of the apps. Now, the next is your creation of organizers and organizations. Entrepreneurs transforms the ideas into the business by assembling the resources, structuring the organizations, and leading the operations. Like Narayan Murthy co-founded Infosys with a small team and the minimal capital, turning into one of the India's leading IT service industry. The profit potential as a driving force is another feature of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs take the calculated risk with the expectation of financial returns. Higher the risk, higher the potential reward. Like, for example, Mr. Mukesh investment in Jio disrupted the telecom industry with affordable internet, leading to exponential business growth and profit generation. Another nature of entrepreneurship is there's a high degree of risk. The uncertainty in the market response, competition, and economic fluctuations make the entrepreneurship a very risky venture. There are many startups which have failed due to misjudging the market demand, as was seen in WeWork's downfall, which resulted from overexpansion and flawed business assumptions. Planning as a basis for sound business operations. The entrepreneurs need a very well structured business plans to secure the investments, optimize the operations, and minimize the risk. For example, Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani meticulously planned the Reliance Industries expansion from textiles to petrochemical and also to telecom. The next is optimized use of resources. Entrepreneurship focuses on effective utilization of available resources to maximize the productivity and minimize the waste. Let's take an example here. Grameen Bank, founded by Muhammad Yunus, used the microfinance to empower the rural entrepreneurs, optimizing the financial resources to promote the self-employment. Hence, we can conclude entrepreneurship is the backbone of economic progress, bringing the innovation, employment, and efficient resource management. Entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Mukesh Ambani, they exemplify the principles of risk-taking, planning, innovation that determines the essence of entrepreneurship. So, we have taken a lot of examples to explain the nature and concept of entrepreneurship. Thank you very much.